Hello there. You're watching GTO podcast. My name is Marc Anthony Davis.
Sam Walker,
Really-
and this isn't a podcast.
No, best name of it. Okay, whatever.
This is Gaming Thoughts and Opinions.
Okay. It really bothers me that you never say I'm Sam Walker. You just scream Sam Walker, whatever. But we have a topic here today.
Who cares?
What is it?
PewDiePie.
What
Is
about
he a
him?
Nazi?
A
No, he's not a Nazi.
Mm-hmm. Well, go ahead. You give the background to this story because you're way more informed. You care a lot more about YouTube news than anyone else I know.
So PewDiePie is a
the only person
YouTube
I know.
gamer,
Got that.
and he's kind of not moved away from it entirely, but he's moved towards doing comedy and satire.
It's funny because he's not funny.
That's kind of one of the points that I was going to get into. He's a very young comedian. He doesn't make the best jokes.
What do you mean by young? That his comedy appeals to young people, or that
Well,
he's just literally
there's
young?
that, and then there's that he hasn't been doing comedy like this for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he made a couple of jokes in some of his videos, and he had quick little bits and stuff that were, hey, YouTube heroes is like the Nazis, or hey, let's get into the scoop. And then it showed Hitler as a transition slide. And then there were just a couple of the videos of him wearing like an SS uniform or watching snippets of a Hitler speech to make a point
What was that point?
that. So for one of them, it was the YouTube Heroes program is very similar to the Hitler Youth. Like, it is incredibly controlling. It's a bit more like fascism than people want to admit, because it's used to shut down unacceptable or unfriendly content.
None of this. No, none of this.
None of that. Don't. Mark, stop.
Okay.
And a lot of people have made videos about this. They've talked about it, this whole thing, because it's kind of old at this point. The Wall Street Journal posted a video about PewDiePie saying, like, it pulled out these 3 clips showing that he was an anti-Semite, but taking it out of the context of, this is a joke, this is a joke I am making to get people to laugh or to get a rise out of them. People are overlooking, well, not people, but a lot of journalist sites are overlooking that this is shock humor or just kind of young humor.
Like Sarah Silverman.
Sarah Silver, she's dressed like a Nazi, so by her own logic, she's a Nazi sympathizer. She's an anti-Semite. She hates herself. She hates Jews. She hates everybody.
Yeah,
She's a
apparently
Nazi.
she's a Nazi and like an anti-feminist, even though she's a Jewish woman.
Women can be anti-feminist.
Well,
Anti-fem. It depends on what you mean by anti-feminist. Like, against third wave feminism, the modern feminism.
I don't want to talk
That's
about
a different.
feminism. I don't want to talk about feminism.
Different discussion. So PewDiePie.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this?
I just think what I got out of it, I'm mad that he has 53 million subscribers, and I don't think he's funnier than me or anyone that I
You're
talk
salty.
to. I'm
So
not
you're
salty.
just salty.
I mean, okay, I'm salty for other reasons, because I sweat a lot.
What's that? Are we near the ocean? Because I'm smelling a lot of salt in the air, Mark.
I'm just saying that. I just noticed that, man, this guy has that's a lot of people to be subscribing to one person. Like, I wouldn't think that many people find one person that funny. I don't know. That just surprised me. But anyway,
It's not always about funny. It's just about, like, entertaining. You can be entertaining without being funny.
I don't know anything about that, but
He's a very personable guy. He's got a great personality.
and I'm realizing more and more that most people don't have one.
And plus, I don't think he has 53.3 million individual subscribers. There's probably 1 or 2, like, repeated accounts or something.
just 1 or 2.
I'm saying, like, don't look at it as there are 53 million completely different people all thinking this guy is like the funniest person on earth.
Alright, let's say all our subscribers made 2 accounts to subscribe to him.
I wouldn't say that.
So he has 26.5 million subscribers.
Say that either.
Well, it's between 20. Look at the Social Blade when we're done with this.
No, we're not. I don't trust Social Blade.
It
says we're way better than we are.
Do they know that?
There is a Social Blade page for us.
Well, that's cool. We're coming up in the world.
No, not really.
Well, you go on Social Blade, dude can make anywhere between $500 a year and $500,000. We don't know because we don't.
He makes a.
I'm talking about like an average YouTuber.
I think it was the Amazing Atheist. Someone brought up that PewDiePie makes like, say, 500,000 a month, or he gets 5 million views on one video, which is what, like, no, not 5 million.
You can't quantify that though.
It was some number that PewDiePie makes per video. Whatever PewDiePie gets per video is how much a lot of people make in like a month. So I mean, he makes money.
Yeah, he's a millionaire.
He's got a nice house. He's got a lot of money from it. So clearly, enough people think he's.
Well, that's not the discussion I'm trying to say. Like, I just think. Well, let's get back to what.
We're getting really off track.
Yes.
This started with the Nazi thing.
Well, I mean, I don't know why he's so enamored with the Nazi humor. Like, it's not. Like, the joke the article I read is talking about on Fiverr, he paid $5 for 2 people to walk around with, like, I hate Jew signs.
One sign that said, "Death to all Jews," and then the 2 South Asian guys would say, "Subscribe to Keemstar."
Mm-hmm.
He paid around $5 for that.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. See, context, Mark. You need it. Context is key.
Well, I'm like, even if the joke was just like fell flat, I don't think like it's anything to get. I don't know. Why are we past like? I don't think even like Jewish people are mad at this point. It's like one of those things, like the Redskin thing. The only people that are clamoring for the Redskin name to be changed is white people.
No, there are a number of Native American groups that don't like the Redskin name. And there are probably a number of Jews that don't like PewDiePie's Nazi jokes.
Well, yeah.
But one of his friends, Ethan Klein from H3H3, is Jewish. And doesn't have a problem with it.
Because he gets the humor.
Yeah. So it's not like you can't just say all of one group is okay with it or all of one group isn't okay with it. People are individuals. But PewDiePie is just not a Nazi. These articles are missing the context. The idea that these are jokes, not serious political beliefs.
I feel like this relates to when I was talking about when little like young people talk about like whenever older people talk about technology, they like get really defensive. I think the opposite's happening. Like they see this young self-made millionaire entertaining people. They're afraid that they're changing the paradigm how in entertainment dollars are made, and like we don't get this? Why is he getting all this attention? Because he's being unconventional, not only in the humor that's like he's doing, but also on the platform. Yeah. So I'm like, I think that's the main reason. Like there's so many shots I'm reading, and it's a so-called unbiased article by whoever. It doesn't even matter. Like I will not dare call a man PewDiePie. I'm gonna call him by his real name, Felix. So I'm like, okay.
Okay, then just call him Felix.
Just respect him. I mean, they're just like trying to disparage him like any time, like minute shitty way they can. Yeah. I'm like this. I think it comes like older journalists are just jealous of his success, and I mean it's very easy to make an alarmist article saying that one of the biggest stars on our planet is
an anti-Semite or a Nazi or whatever. Mainstream media is afraid of alternative media. It's been building up for a while. This is probably the biggest case. And what I find worse about this is Donald Trump is, if you whittle down what Donald Trump is saying into a very specific thing, he's right. Like when he says mainstream media skews facts and makes up lies, he's probably not right as it pertains to his situation, but he's right that the mainstream media does that. And they're doing it to PewDiePie. They're just slandering this man who did nothing but make a couple of good jokes and a couple of tasteless jokes.
But I would like tasteless when we talk about comedy. I don't care about that because
it's very subjective. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the whole point of comedy, like no one laughs at when something positive is happening. You make something a positive movement. You're trying to make something like of negative things. So like, the funniest things come from like the most darkest things in your life.
Yeah.
Like a death.
Like no one's laughing. Hey, you got the promotion? Haha, very hilarious, bro. It's
Or-
like, oh, your dog died
like-
by jumping over the fence and hanging itself on its leash.
What would be funny about getting a promotion would be like you got promoted, but the job was like shittier, but you got paid more, or like the job was very depressing,
Yeah.
and you end up like killing yourself because of it, and everyone will laugh because you're Louis C.K. Anyways, I guess we're done here. I think we came to a conclusion. The conclusion is PewDiePie 100%, 101% perfect Aryan, Nazi, hates all Jews, best friends with Sarah Silverman.
I've got another point to make though.
Yes.
Have you seen them bring up the Daily Stormer, saying they're PewDiePie's #1 fan site?
No, I don't know.
Okay, well the Daily Stormer is like apparently the #1 hate website in America, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center. And so people were saying, oh, this website supports PewDiePie. That means he's a Nazi. You know what that website did a couple days ago?
No, I don't.
They changed their banner on their website to say they're the #1 Wall Street Journal fan site. So does that mean the Wall Street Journal is Nazis?
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter if a hate group supports you. That doesn't mean you're like a part of that hate group or that you agree with them. It just means they like you.
You've seen.
So context. Keep things in context.
You know that we can all agree Barack Obama's not racist. Not even a question. No one even asked that question.
Because
before.
black people can't be racist, Mark.
And that's my point. You know how many black people voted for him that are racist?
A lot.
Like every racist black person in this country has voted for Barack Obama. So I'm like, and you're not gonna say Barack Obama's racist. So, I mean, that proves your point.
Yeah.
All right.
So context is key.
Yeah, right there.
These are our thoughts.
Context with K is key. CEY.
Context is key. These have been our thoughts and opinions. DM me if you wanna. What's your thing?
Like the video if you like the video. Share the video if you wanna see me become successful. Dislike the video if you hate me. DM me if you're trying to fillet me. Pretty good.